I'll even let you watch me pee in the cup if that's your thing. I'll let you bring your own videographer and chronicle the whole thing so you can upload the video to your channel and get the views. I like that. A little bit of shade. Pow pow. What the hell is going on in the fitness world? If you had told me at the start of this week, Miller, you're going to just be witnessing Twitter beef, not even Twitter beef, YouTube beef going on in gym land, be like, that sounds like the worst book ever. I don't want to read it, but here we are. And I do love it. I tell you what I enjoy. I go on social media and online, and you just get so many messages of people saying, Miller, have you seen what's happening with this? Have you seen what happened with that? You got to talk about it. And I do kind of get excited. I'm like, what am I getting excited about? I don't even know these people. But look, if you want me to chat about it, I will. And also, I'm interested in it. I am. I don't know what's happened, especially because I never really got into the whole fitness YouTuber space at the start of this year. I've been lifting weights for ages. I guess it ties into the fact that I decided, maybe I should start doing some bodybuilding stuff. And I enjoy talking about it. I have a small platform where I could use it. And now I couldn't be more entrenched in it if I tried. Anyway, I give you the 411. You can watch the video we did a couple of days ago on ATHLEAN-X, Jeff Cavalier. Still going on. People still talking about it. Maybe he uses fake weights. Maybe he doesn't use fake weights. I'm just past it now. I got other problems I need to worry about in my own life. If he wants to use fake weights, that's awesome. If you want to get annoyed at him, I can understand both sides of the fence. Anyway, we now bring in another very, very popular and very, very good fitness YouTuber, my man Greg Doucette. Be completely honest with you, when I started making these videos and I sort of started canvassing what other people were doing to try and be not necessarily inspired, but get an idea of what the audience wanted and the audience liked, I found Greg Doucette very early on. I think he's awesome. Great advice, no nonsense. He shouts at you a lot. He's not a doctor, but he's great. He's really, really fun. He's got a persona, and having a persona always works on YouTube, and that's the same for ATHLEAN-X. Anyway, he had done a Q&A. This is Greg Doucette. Sometime last week, I think. I can't remember. I didn't even see that video until all this kicked off. And he'd mentioned that he didn't really care if Jeff Cavalier used fake weights or not. He then made another video 24 hours ago where he basically did a 180 on that and said, no, I've now got more information. And not only do I think that it's bad, but he also, Greg Doucette does a lot of natty or not videos, which means is he natural or is he not natural? And said that maybe Jeff Cavalier, he'd done a video earlier on, sometime last year, maybe 2 years ago, saying that he does think he's natty, and he changed his mind, and now he doesn't think he's natty, and my word, did everything blow up. To the point, and I believe this comment has been deleted. Somebody sent this to me. This is where my chain of thought started. I assume this is real. I don't think it's photoshopped or anything like that. It looks legit. But on the off chance that it is, I want to mention it, because if I look like an idiot, well, I am an idiot, but it's always good to, like I say, protect yourself. I'll just read it to you in case you can't see it, because it's just a screenshot that I was sent. And yes, it's from ATHLEAN-X on the Greg Doucette video from yesterday. Quite long. Hi, Greg. As a rule, I don't spend my time focusing on those who attempt to gain my attention. Good advice straight away. I also respectfully stay out of the negativity that often turns YouTube fitness into a sideshow rather than a platform to help and inspire others. Also good. We're going to talk about it. That said, you've levied some serious allegations here. I'm inviting you down to take whatever drug test you'd like for me to take. Don't wait. Getting hard. Get on a plane and come down. I will pay for your flight and your hotel. You're doing well. I'll even let you watch me pee in the cup if that's your thing. I'll let you bring your own videographer and chronicle the whole thing so you can upload the video to your channel and get the views. I like that. A little bit of shade. Pow pow. That said, everyone should have some skin in the game. Don't worry, I'm not asking for your life as in your gun to head scenario. Must have been something Greg Doucette said. I watched that video. I don't know what it was. What I'm asking for is that if I fail your test, that you do the responsible thing for making allegations like this and shut your channel down. It's not going to happen, Jeff. If I fail, that I will do one better. I will also shut down my channel and give you 1 million of the supposed 10 million a year that I make. I will be awaiting your response. I just need to know, what airline do you prefer? It's a very, very well thought out and constructed sentiment. Again, apparently he deleted it. I'm going to assume that Greg Doucette and Jeff Cavalier are now in discussions behind the scenes, and something will come out of this at some due point. And then maybe we need to make another video, and at that point I need to sleep. It's like hip hop beef. You always got what they're called, diss tracks. This is like YouTube diss tracks being thrown at each other. Anyway, the point I wanted to make with this video in terms of, because the question is, Miller, who do you think is right? Who do you think is right? They're both right. They're both wrong. They're both in the middle. There is no answer to that question. I would say, given the confidence in Jeff's answer there, that he probably is natural. Doesn't mention the fake weight stuff. Who cares? I don't care. And I guess my point is this. I'm going to say that Jeff Cavalier is a natural dude. You want to know why? Because he says he's a natural dude and he's doubled down it there. I'm also going to say that Greg Doucette is on TRT and I think takes 140 milligrams of test a week. You want to know why? Because that's what he tells me in his videos. I don't see the need of trying to drag anybody through the dirt. I just don't. Does it suck if you're invested in somebody's training plan and they're giving you advice that is more predisposed to somebody that is taking PEDs or TRT or something similar? Yes, of course that sucks. But steroids or whatever you want to talk about they're not going to turn you from 0 to 100. You can't just start doing steroids and then all of a sudden go, whoa, massive now. It's not how it works, because the fundamentals of lifting and the fundamentals of fitness are always the same. You can just get away with more if you're doing something like that. I've never done anything like that, and every single video I do, I get comments going, oh, you're lying about it, you're on. It's just like, oh man, this is so dull, it's so boring. John Cena summed it up perfectly. Somebody was talking to him about whether or not he's on whatever, and he said, can't remember the phrase now, but it was something like, it doesn't matter what I say, you already have an opinion in your head, so there's just no point me talking about it. Because if you think John Cena does something, even if he goes, no, I don't, you go, well, he would say that. And vice versa. So there's nothing that you can do. I think the point with both guys like ATHLEAN-X and Greg Doucette is that they have great fitness advice that you can take away and you can embetter your physique. Embetter, not a word. You can embetter your physique. Jebediah Springfield shout out right there. Come on.
A noble spirit embiggens the smallest man.
Yeah, you can progress and you can evolve and you can fall in love with fitness, and both guys are going to get you there in very different ways. One will kind of talk to you calmly and give you scientific advice, and the other will shout at you and get you really wound up. You're like, man, I'm going to run through walls for this dude. I'm going to smash it. And that is the key. And it's I kind of agree with this sentiment that it is a shame when we do have mudslinging contests, but a lot of people are doing it. Can't say I'm staying out of it. I've just thrown myself into it. But the point is, I think they're both great fitness YouTubers. You should follow both. If you don't subscribe to ATHLEAN-X, you certainly should. If you don't subscribe to Greg Doucette, you certainly should. They're giving you non-BS advice. And the one thing I've learned in 2020 as I was trying to pick and choose who I would follow and who I wouldn't follow, there's so much nonsense out there, like so much nonsense. I know I go on about it, but it's true. It's because it's the video that I saw and I was like, you've got to be kidding me, of some guy saying that he can get you abdominal muscles in a week. And I was like, what is he going to do? So what, you're going to take a guy that's like, say, 10 stone overweight. How are you going to get him abdominal muscles in a week? You're not, because it's not possible unless you get a marker pen and draw on them. Or maybe there's a man out there called Abdominal Muscle and he's going to ring up Mr. Muscle and say, can you go visit Terry, the 10 stone overweight man, and go and say hello? And then, yeah, you will have abdominal muscle in a week, but it's because you met a man called Abdominal Muscle, and that doesn't make any sense. What am I even talking about? Grammatically, we've entered the twilight zone, and I don't even know why. I just think sometimes we can get bogged down too much in this stuff. And I would disagree entirely if either one of these dudes were spouting out nonsense. Then it is different. Let's go back to the fake weight stuff. We talked about this 2 days ago. But if the fake weights thing, was also met with a bunch of poor advice, then yes. And one of the arguments I got in the comments was, well, no, he's trying to sell fitness programs and books because of that. I have watched quite a lot of his videos, and at no point have I ever felt like I've been more enticed to buy one of his programs based on what he's lifting. It was more about what he's saying. And Jeff Cavaliere is a way smart dude when it comes to this stuff. He smashes you with science. That can be a tagline for you, Jeff. Smashes you with science. Just want a couple of percent. But that was my thing. I don't ever felt like I was being lied to and then parting with cash. You know what I mean? That's my thing. And it's the same with Greg Doucette. Greg Doucette, he has a bunch of these programs, obviously, because he's a fitness coach as well. He's a bodybuilder, fitness coach, YouTuber. And if I, can afford it at one point, I would absolutely buy one of his plans. He's just quite expensive, and he should be expensive because that's the going rate. And if you think it's worth it, then good for you. It's the same with his cookbook and everything else. There's something else that you always see. Oh, it's too expensive. That's a whole question about worth. But if I can ever get to a point where I can buy one of his one-off plans, not going to be for a while, but I would because I think that he would sit down, he would take all my information, and he would give me a custom plan that would actually help me in my own fitness journey. Because that's another reason I started making these videos. I kind of felt like I'd hit a plateau in the gym. Then they shut the stupid things, and that ruined everything. But I found that it re-inspired me and re-motivated me. And now I'm just trying to, get back into a flow as much as you can with a couple of 30-kilogram dumbbells. Oh, man, I need those gyms to open more than I need oxygen. Obviously, don't make sense, because without oxygen, I'd be dead. But do not worry about it. So, yeah, that's my thing. I think they're both great YouTubers. You can kind of say, Millie, you've just sat on the fence entirely. I have, but I like my position here up on the fence. I'm going to keep watching ATHLEAN-X and learning. I'm going to keep watching Greg Doucette and learning, because you can never stop learning. As soon as you think you know everything, that's when you're really going to hit the wall, because it's just not true, especially in fitness that is making all these scientific steps forward all the time. And, some of the stuff that comes along actually turns out to be rubbish, but it's still interesting. I said, again, I mentioned this before as well. Obviously, more modern techniques are probably going to be better for you because we've learned so much, but there's still stuff you can learn from the Arnold Schwarzenegger days. You can learn stuff from every era, even if it's what not to do. And sometimes learning what not to do is as important as learning what to do. Ow. Right, that's it. That's enough ranting and raving. Too long didn't read once more. I like both guys. I respect both guys. I hope both guys can make up, and I hope both guys can keep throwing great information out there. That's it. I'm done. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Got a Patreon. All the information is in the description below. Thank you to everyone who supports me. Hit the bell button. Watch more videos and all that kind of stuff. And if nothing else, this is the most important thing I'll say. Have a good day, and make sure you're happy. See you soon.